Welcome to the first series of Ex-Asylum Seeker Memoire, which is an arts-driven project that seeks to capture the lived experiences and stories of ex-asylum seekers across Wales through video and storytelling. The project will express the experiences of women and men of all ages around Wales, celebrating the contribution they have made to their local communities pre and post their asylum claim. The project is being funded by Race Council Cymru as part of their new Black History Wales theme, celebrating local heroes and sheroes, which is run all year round until September 2022. Celebrating local heroes and sheroes helps to identify people like the interviewees you'll see today who are being celebrated for their interventions, achievements, and contributions to Wales pre and post their asylum claim. The aim and objective of the project is to uncover the sometimes hidden and often forgotten stories and experiences of ex-asylum seekers and to give them the well-needed platform to tell their stories in a safe space. The aspiration is to raise awareness of these stories amongst public decision makers so that they can ensure that policies have a positive impact on the lives of current asylum seekers and refugees and their integration into Welsh society. It also aims to promote understanding of asylum and refugee rights and issues and enables asylum seekers and refugees' voices to be heard whilst debunking a few myths along the way. Thank you.
My name is Nicole Mamputubodo. I came in from Congo, RDC, Congo Central. I came here in 2002 in England, and for just like 3-4 years, and they sent me here in Wales. It was not easy for me for the first time to come because I came from the country speak French. First of all, the language was very barren for me. And it was the first time to traveling, to leave my family alone.
Thank you for that, Nicole. So what was life like in your home country and why did you come to the UK?
The life home in my country is not stable because I can say the government, they are not good because they are saying we have money in my country, we have a diamond, we have a lot of things in the world, but the diligence, they are not good. They certify by itself. Living in Congo is not like, it's like you living in Africa. It's nothing good, no water, no building, housing building, and people sleeping in the road is very difficult because all the time we are scared. We don't know what's coming tomorrow because the gun is everywhere. You can meet the police, you think you are safe, but the police can do something bad to you. That means it's not safe in my country.
Absolutely, Nicole. And why did you come to the UK?
I came to the UK to have a better life because in my country I was not stable because I have a daughter and I didn't have a husband. It was very hard for me, and the family, they was putting me away because you get children before your marriage, and it was very that's when I came here to have a safe life.
Excellent. Thank you, Nicole. How easy was it to integrate into Welsh society when you arrived? And did you find support services easily accessible?
Yes, I can say in Wales it was more easy compared to London. England is a big country. I didn't know where to go. But when I came here, I have a support, and I meet friends, family. Now I say I have a family in Wales. It's not the family, my blood family, but we call sister because we passed a long time and we have a great moment and a bad time. That's when I prefer, I say Wales was better for me.
And why was Wales better, Nicole?
I think West people, they are more kind than England people.
So they were more accepting to
Yeah.
you. Yeah. And what support services did you find in Wales? Did you find it easy to access support, community support?
Yes, it was easy because in London I didn't go to college because they was telling me you don't have a paper, you can't go to the college, and the language was very bad because I don't know. I come from the country they speak French. I didn't know even one word in English, and everywhere you go, no one can give you help because they say, I can't hear you. I don't understand what are you saying. But when I came here the first year, I went to college, I socialized with people, and I saw a lot of countries. Some refugees were speaking French because they come from the country speak French, and I families with them. Was my best thing to Wales.
Absolutely. So, Nicole, do you believe that access to employment and university being prohibited to asylum seekers was a limitation for you?
Yes, it's a limitation because, when you are in sport, you can't do much thing. You are just like you are in one place. You can't traveling. You can't do this because you are just in one place. But when you're working, you are free. You can do whatever you want. You can traveling easily. They don't ask you why did you do that. Why not? This is the best.
Absolutely. So how long did it take until you received settled status?
Oh, it took me a very long time. Very, very. I was very depressed. I think it took me 7 or 10 years. 10 years, yes, yeah. No, because I came to 2002 and I get the paper in 2011.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm.
Wow. And when you received settled status, how easy was it to access things like housing and benefits and further education?
Housing and benefits was very easy for me because they was helping us when it was a refugee council. They helped me to fill all the form. It was very easy for me, I can say. It was no problem.
And do you feel that without the support of Refugee Council, would you have felt that it was possible, it was accessible?
Yes, it was accessible.
And what about employment? How easy was it after you had received settled status to find employment in Wales?
To employment, it was very difficult because I think, I don't know, maybe the language, when they hear your accent, the interview, I don't think, I went to 4 or 5 interviews, but it was very difficult for me. They don't want, I don't know, maybe they think you don't know much, you don't know where to speak English is very difficult to find a job. Even when you go to the job, the people, they treat you like African, I don't know, maybe they treat you like a trash. It was a bad experience for me for the job.
And how did you overcome that? How did you move ahead positively?
We move positively because I have a friend, an African friend, they was giving me the story. They said, Nicole, you must be strong. Even me, when I start, it was like this. They treat you like you don't know nothing. Even you can do better than them. They think just you are nothing. And then I start to fighting. No fighting with my heart, but my spirit was very strong. If they want to talk to me, I'm there. If they don't, I don't mind. I was just doing my job. And after, I used to.
Perfect. Thank you, Nicole. If you had one advice relating to refugees and asylum seekers for the Home Office, and the UK government, what would it be?
I would say it's not good to keep people very long time, because when you are there, you don't know what's coming tomorrow. It makes people very stressful, because a lot of people, after 10 years, they get the paper, but they don't feel like they can't do anything. Some people, they are old. They came maybe when they was 30, they have a time to go to school and learn. And after 10 years, you are there, you didn't do nothing, and everything on you is gone. You are just like a useless, because you don't know what to do. And after, maybe you can go to the clinic or something like that. But if they give you paper early, you can do better thing, I think.
That's a really invaluable advice, Nicole, to really look at reviewing asylum claims earlier than leaving people in the system too long.
Yeah.
So what can be improved within the current UK asylum system that would make a real positive impact on the lives of asylum seekers?
I think they must have, for me, the asylum seeker is like something, is very difficult when people came and they need something, support. They must give them a lot of things to make them happy and give them strong, because a lot of things, a lot of people come to the Europe, they lost their family, they don't have a parent, and when they came here, you give them a more stress. I know some people, when we was in asylum seekers, they killed themselves because they couldn't take it. They say, I don't know where to go, because I came from Africa. I thought when I came here, I'll have a better life. But when I come here, it's the same thing. It makes people depressed. I think they must to look after the asylum seeker properly and take care of them.
Perfect. So it's about support and having the right level of support to allow people to assimilate and integrate into society.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Nicole. Just one other question. If you could inspire other asylum seekers, what would your advice be, and how would you do that?
I'll advise them to socialize first. The language is the more important, because if you don't know how to speak, you don't know how to spell yourself, you are nothing. The first thing, they must to let people go to college to learn language first, and after they can make the way by yourself.
Absolutely. So language is a very big barrier. Appreciate that. And also allowing people to have access to education so that they could educate themselves about what's going on in wider Welsh society. Just one final question then, Nicole, from me. In terms from an integration point of view, what can asylum seekers do to integrate more into Welsh society?
To work. The work will make you, yes, because when you are by yourself, you just staying home, you don't have nothing to do, you can't integration. But when they give, even the asylum seeker, because when we came, when you are asylum seeker, you can work. You're just in one place, you don't know what to do. And when you're working in the workplace, you can find friends, family, you'll be like you are in your place. The work is more important.
So finding work, giving them opportunities to actually work,
yes.
That's important. Thank you very much for that, Nicole. Just to summarize your story then, what was your greatest challenge as an asylum seeker, and what are your successes now post your asylum claim?
Yes, my big point was when I came here, I have 2 children, and I didn't know, because it's compared to our place. Here, they say you can't leave your children by yourself. I was everywhere with my children, and going to school, drop them and pick them. It was very difficult for me, because in my country, we don't do that. These children go by themselves and they come back. and I was very careful. They say they're killing people, they do something bad. But when I settle up, I say, oh no, it's good. Everything they do just, it was normal. And now my children, they grown up, they went to uni. I'm now free, I can say. I'm working 8 to 8 because I don't have nothing to do. That is, it was not easy for me to do that before because I didn't know if I get the job, where to drop the children, what I can do. But now I'm free, and the children, they are free too. They are in uni. We make a life better.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Your story has inspired us all. So thank you for your time. Thank you.
My name's Chris Tutt. I'm the minister here at Lisbury Baptist Church, where some of these interviews have been conducted over the past couple of days. So we're really grateful that you've chosen to come here because we've actually been supporting asylum seekers for quite a few years as a church. A lot of people from Iran in particular. So we're really pleased to be able to support and give you this platform for people to be able to share their stories.
Thank you, everyone, for just being so open and honest with your stories today. And thank you to Lisbury Baptist Church for allowing this opportunity for these lovely interviewees to tell their stories. Hopefully, our stories could impact other asylum seekers and other people, such as refugees across South Wales and the UK, to just keep persevering and just keep being them and basically integrate and try their best within society to just do what they can to prosper. So thank you.